Hello, great minds. Hope you're doing awesome today as always. And I hope you're practicing well, practicing hard, practicing great, and practicing right. It's very important you follow the proper, principled, patterned process of practice. That's the way you guarantee yourself great increase and improvement. Well, today I'm here to present to you something pretty short, and I want to talk about common mistakes musicians or bass players make. Common mistakes. Well, today I'll be stressing out just 5 of them, and I hope in other videos that will be out, I'll talk on more mistakes musicians make. Number 1, whenever you want to score a song, don't just listen. A lot of times we just stop at listening. We say, okay, I'm used to the progression. No, it's something familiar. And we just listening. I tell you, it gets to a point where listening is not good enough. It's good to listen, but it gets to a point where listening is not good enough. You need to pick up your instrument, your bass guitar, your piano, and practice intentionally. Don't stop at listening. I tell you, I repeat, hold your ear like this. Don't stop at listening. Practice, pick up your instrument. Why would you do that, or why should you do that? You should do that because when you pick up your instrument, you find out other ways of playing that same thing that you have never imagined. Now it's no longer an accidental playing, you are now intentionally playing. So even from your mistakes, you can actually discover new ways of playing that riff or that bass line or that run, and even discover new dynamics in which you can approach that bass line. That's number 1. So number 2, don't fill up all the spaces in the music. It is not a good thing to fill up all the spaces in the music. You mustn't be overfed before you conclude that you're okay. Yeah, I'm sweating a bit, but let me wipe my sweat. You mustn't be overfed before you conclude that you are full. Now, if you fill up all the spaces, what then happens to the beauty of silence? Don't forget that music is like an artwork. It's a piece of art, a masterpiece that contains the dark sides and the bright sides. The dark sides could be silent, the bright sides could contain audio frequencies that are lovely, tones, harmony, melody, but they're also dark sides. Don't forget that. Those dark sides are the silent parts of the music that add essence to the music. Just imagine I keep talking about it. It makes no sense because there is no space for the listener to calm down. There are times, music is so emotional and spiritual. There are times that the music has to calm down, there are times it has to go up. You just need to understand the dynamics of this. That's number 2. Number 3, when your bass guitar sounds moody, it might not be that your bass is bad. Sometimes you just simply have to change your strings. I tell you, that could be the only miracle you need for this week. I prophesy into your life. Change your strings. Stop using one set of strings for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. At most, if you're a regular gigger, you should use your strings at most 1 month. 1 month might even be too long a time. Some people change a week, some change 2 weeks, because you need to be careful and be sincere about your tone. You need to be very sincere about your tone. So don't just stop at using strings for 6 months. It's not good. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your bass health. It's not good for your physical and mental health too. Yes, that's number 3. Number 4, don't lose your drummer. If you are a bass player and you lose your drummer, you are finished. Don't lose your drummer for any reason. The drummer is a blanket that you use to cover your body to sleep. Now, your groove and everything you play rests in the hands of the drummer. The bass drum should be your major attraction in the band. Be very careful that you don't lose your drummer and you don't lose his leg. The bass drum, that right leg he uses to play the bass drum, is very important. That bass drum is what you should sit inside. Don't lose it for any reason, especially when you're playing the backup group. That's number 4. Number 5, it might not be the sound engineer's problem. Sometimes we actually think it's the sound engineer's fault that we are not getting a good output in the house or the front of house. during a program, a concert, an event, it might not be the sound engineer's fault. It might be your fault. Probably you have not understood the proper use of the EQ of your bass. This is the EQ. This is where we have the preamp. The preamp contains the volume, the passive active switch, contains your low, your mid, your high, your frequency mid. If you don't understand how to use these things, please don't blame your sound engineer any longer. You need to understand how much low you need. You need to understand how much high you need. If you turn your low way up, turn your tone balance or your pickup balance to the middle point or to the first pickup here, and everything gets so moody, it's no longer the engineer's fault. So please, as much as possible, sit down and understand the EQ. You could spend time. You could spend as much as 5 hours with your bass, tweaking frequencies and trying to achieve real sonorous, sweet, beautiful sound. So I hope these common mistakes we make and the corrections I've applied make sense to us, and I hope you adjust. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Not the best day. Well, not the best day, because as we keep going, we're improving, but have a blessed day. Keep practicing. Don't stop practicing. Practice hard, practice well. Practice hard, practice well. Practice right. God bless you.